You talking about come on,
Oh,
corner? We live.
yeah, we are live.
Well, girl, what you waiting for?
Oh my God. I'm
You want
not
me,
waiting for
what
anything.
you want me to tell
Well,
you? You're doing a good job.
stop talking. Stop talking. Welcome to Hot Topics Talk Radio. I'm Toni Breedlove, and I am joined by Mr. Chris Smith of Man to Man Radio, sitting in for Mr. Roland D. Oh boy, this is gonna be hilarious tonight. I got a feeling.
Shit about to go down tonight.
What's going down?
Shit is going down tonight. Make sure you tell all your ass. Don't ask what channel we on. Get your ass on your Facebook. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Again, for those who are joining us or are filtering in, as you know, if you have joined us in the past, you know my camera is kind of fucked up, right? It's like I can't I can't get shit
It's
right.
an Obama phone.
Really? Really?
Girl, look, I ain't gonna say pay the bill. I'm gonna just say stop using that Obama phone and take your ass down there to Verizon. The real shit.
I can't stand you. I can't stand you. Oh my God. Oh my God. But welcome to Hot Topics Talk Radio TV. Tonight we've got a great show lined up for you. Tonight we are speaking about people's expectations of their potential mates. And if you follow me on Facebook and you read some of my posts, you'll know that just a couple of days ago, I posted something asking what the 3 top expectations you have with finding a potential mate. What are you looking for in that mate? So before I get started and ask Chris what his because he's married.
Come on.
He's married. So I want to know what those 3 expectations were when he was dating and courting his wife. Okay. But before I get started, I do want to mention our sponsors, Shades of Africa in 2 locations in the city of Corona and in the city of Long Beach. If you're ever in Corona or in Long Beach, then stop on by Shades of Africa and mention the Hot Topics Talk Radio Network to receive 15% off your purchase. Also sponsored by the lovely Miss Gina Smith, SPMG Media. That's your mama. The lovely Miss Gina Smith makes sure that we continue to be seen in print media as well as all over the world in social media. So thank you to Miss Gina Smith. Also sponsored by Urban Sentinel, our very own Mr. Reggie Kearney, who is the editor-in-chief. So for more information regarding our sponsors, head on over to our website at hottopictalkradio.com/sponsors. So now I've got the business out of the way.
Out the way. Put it down.
Got it out of the way.
Let's go.
So I want to ask you, since we're at the top of this show, before you married your wife and when you were courting her or dating her, I should say, that's what they say now.
Cute, ain't it?
Well, really. I come from the courting age.
I come from the have sex before you get married age.
Oh my God. So before you started dating and in the era of having sex before marriage age, what were your 3 expectations of your wife?
I mean, it was simple. I mean, she had to cook. Cooking is a must. My thing was I had a mother that cooked. She cooked very well. She took care of me. Not to say that I couldn't cook, but she had to know how to cook. So that was most
okay.
Okay. She couldn't be no club girl. I didn't want a woman that was out all the time, always running around. I said, if you was that type of chick, didn't want you in my life. And, you know, she goal oriented. Like she had to, you know, she had to have a purpose. She couldn't be dumb. I don't like dumb women. So, you know,
I don't know why you would. You're not a dumb man.
I'm telling you, some men be okay with that. I'm like, if I can't have a regular conversation with you, you can't, you know, be able to articulate yourself correctly, or at least, you know, give me some type of entertainment, you gotta go because I can't deal with it.
So, question for you though. Question
Mm-hmm.
for you. So, before your wife, I'm sure that you had dated some dumb women.
Sure did. They got
Well,
what
no,
they
let
got.
me ask you that.
They got what
But
they
let
got.
me
They
add,
don't
no, I'm
need
not.
to hear.
Oh, but okay, because let me ask you this question: because was it an expectation before your wife that the women before your wife had to have certain qualities, or were you not even ready and looking for a wife at that time, so they could be dumb?
See, my thing was I never really okay, based off of the conversations, what attracts me to you. So if your conversation is good, then we good. Now after that, then looks fall all into play and all, and therefore. So at the end of the day, if they can hold a conversation and they had a nice body and they were pretty, then I wasn't looking for nothing serious, but I knew what I wanted. So sex was usually the key point.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's usually what I was looking for: good conversation, sex, and a good person to talk to.
Okay. All right. So while we're having this conversation, let me first say that if you are listening in and looking into the show, we really thank you. And we appreciate you viewing tonight. But
Yes,
you can be a part of this conversation by sharing your comments or even asking questions while we're here on air. And we will make sure to put those comments or questions up and address them right here on air. So because everybody can see your comments. So,
okay.
but okay, so I don't know. Let me ask you what your top three expectations are that, well, no, because I already did that, but let me go back.
Okay.
So, in those top expectations, has your wife been able to meet all three?
See, that's the thing. And let's be all the way honest. You get comfortable in your relationship sometimes. So sometimes the things that you was doing in the beginning, you might not have continued to do it. But see, one thing about most people is they won't say it. See, me, I'm gonna tell you straight out, and I'll tell you right then and there because my expectations are very high when it comes to what I want. So if, like, let's just say for instance, if the sex isn't where it needs to be, I'm gonna be like, you being lazy
Okay.
tonight. What you thought this was? Like I'm done right now. Like I'm not even happy with what's going on. Like I could get turned off easily if your performance ain't up to par. I ain't saying it ain't, but
Wait,
I'm telling you.
wait. Performance, is this performance of those other expectations, or is this performance in a particular expectation,
Well,
like in
but that
sex?
was sex. That part when I
Okay.
it was sex. And what I meant
Okay.
by that is, don't lay there like a dead fish. We ain't got time for that, girl. You gonna have to move around. You gotta act like you ready and you interested. We can't lay there
Okay, but you know
like
what?
if we both get work today.
Right. But you know what? But the thing is that you hear that more so with men than you will with women.
And you know what? And that's what I've heard. And shame on you women for allowing the men to get away with that. See, I'm a dominant. So at the end of the day, it's my job to make sure that I'm doing my part. I'm not letting no woman. I mean, at the end, I will let her take control, but it's my job to show her how much of a man I am for her. I'm just saying.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So has she been able to meet the expectations of cooking?
Cooking, okay, so I'll go on and say it like this. In the beginning, she cooked her regular dishes and, little things here and there. But then after a while, I was like, okay, step it up. Stop cooking the same stuff all the time and, like throw some other dishes in there. So I would say right now she's up to par because she mixes it up. She brings in different types of meals
Okay.
and she's a pretty good cooker. I can't take that away from her. What
Okay.
otherwise though?
Okay, so before we actually went live and we were talking a little bit because I asked you, I said, okay, what are your expectations? And we were talking about some of the posts that had been put up by people in response to my question about their three expectations.
Yeah.
And I was telling you, I said, I said what I was surprised with, because a lot of times I think when you're single, like I am,
Mm-hmm.
in the single life, you hear men say, all she wants is money. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to take her out. In order to take her out on a date, I got to spend $200, easy, easy. And that's the way it is, the serial daters, they call them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what was surprising to me was that in some of those responses, I did not see or get responses from women that related more to money. I was surprised.
That's just because they didn't want to come off looking superficial. Most women is about that money. And if you don't believe me, look at the shit that they be posting. On vacation, at the club with the girls. See, and that's the problem. See, because most men, it's like they feel like they have to have that kind of money because that's what the woman is looking for. He better have a nice car. He better have money to take her out to these expensive ass restaurants in Beverly Hills. Girl can't even spell Beverly Hills, but she want to go to Beverly Hills.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
But so I have another question, and I can only speak of me, right? And I don't speak, and I'm not, the spokesperson for all Black women. I'm just not, and I don't claim to be.
Tonight, y'all. Let's speak up tonight, y'all.
I'm not the spokesperson for Black women, but what I do know is that because you say it's superficial, we don't want to be seen as superficial in those comments, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the moment that we say that we are looking for someone, a man who, or a partner who, because I can never say all men, because women, they dabble in the lady pond and all that. But when women are looking for a partner, they are looking for not only to be treated with respect, but I think, first look at the aspects of if the man can be a sound provider. Not so that they can take care of them.
It depends on the age.
But serious?
Yeah, it depends on the age. I'm not gonna say that women aren't looking at a man to have that type of companionship, but I mean, as far as like to take care of them and all that kind of stuff, it depends on the age because, like I said, this the era. I don't need no man. I can do everything by myself. I can pay my own bills. This is that era, and it's crazy because it's like when I talk to you about stuff like this, it's like we're talking about two different generations. This generation fucked up. You don't want to date in this generation. You don't even want to date the men in this generation.
Well, first of all, the women in your generation, I don't think they understand the importance of taking care of a household. For the most part, women in your generation have grown up using microwaves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right.
All kind of
so to look at to look at a stove is like looking at a foreign object.
Right. Not to mention,
and even though
not to mention that they don't live in a home, they got an electric stove.
Well, you know what? No, wait.
No shots on the people that got electric. No,
because I have an electric stove. Everything in right.
Yeah.
However, I grew up cooking on a gas range. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, and I have to be honest, going from a gas top stove to a electric stove took me some time
completely
to figure out. Oh, yeah, it is completely different. So in your generation, they don't understand the whole dichotomy of cooking.
Right.
They think, oh, well, let me open a box and pour it in a bowl and put some milk in it because the instructions say that. And
exactly. But the problem is, and then look at it like this. So like everybody's trying to eat healthy. So it's like a lot of people not even cooking regular stuff. They having shakes for dinner and, all that kind of stuff. Making, it's a different environment nowadays. Like I said, you can get with a woman that can only teach you how to make a shake.
Oh, that's really damn sad.
Well, see, and the funny thing is, you talking about they don't know how to take care of a home, but shit, they barely know how to take care of themselves. Like I said, they be on social media, and I want to thank them for just being so supportive of exploiting women and their bodies. You have just done amazing. If we get to see our biggest celebrities, even the girls we don't know that look good, we get to see all type of stuff on there now. I want to thank Facebook, Instagram, and whatever other social media outlet that provides all of this for us men. Thank you.
OMG. Let me say hello to Miss M. What's up, Miss Emerald? Good to see you, my love.
But let me ask you a question. So my thing is, what are your expectations from a man? Your top three.
At this age, and okay, and I'm going to give you my top three. I'm going to give you my top three. And I think because when you had brought up the fact that the generations are so different, I'm 57 years old. So my expectations are a lot different. Okay. My expectation, first and foremost, would have to be respect. It has to be respect. I think that is the top, because I think that in today's times, men have been allowed to get away with mistreating women. And because of the age that we're in, I think that society says it's okay. And I think that they've fallen off as to knowing what respect is. Okay. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that, you get a man, closer to my age that doesn't really know or understand how to respect a woman. A lot of them don't know how to treat women, because they've been told, even though they were raised the same era that I was, they have been told it's okay to disrespect a woman.
Well, watch this. And in certain situations, it depends on the type of women they were dealing with in the past too, because there's a lot of women that have turned good guys into players because of how they carry.
I have to agree with that.
Because of how the views of what they think the expectations of a man should be. And to be honest with you, I mean, you can only have expectations for what you want in your life, but don't put those same expectations on all men, because all women might not be looking for the same thing as you. So I think that also plays a part in it as well.
And then let's see, my second would then fall into being able to equally balance a household. Equally balance a household. Now that's broad, and I'm going to tell you, it is broad, and I put it that way so that way I can have things under that umbrella. Okay, and it acts as one.
Just like just like a woman, you only get 3 choices, but you want to add all type of shit underneath the 2. Real, that was slick. I should have did the same shit. Yeah, well, in a woman that can take care of everything. Well, let me give you some examples.
No, but but what I mean by that is, first, let me start by saying, what?
No, go ahead. You
what? What I mean by that is that what I mean by that is that because I can take care of myself, I've been doing that for a number of years. I don't need someone to come in and rescue me. And so what I say, with an equal balance, at least he can hold his own of the household that we might share. That's what I mean by that.
As far as
it's not to, and food and maybe vacations and whatever needs to be done. So I think
what about household?
I think we can share the household work.
Okay. I just because
what is that?
You said just maintain a household. So my things are like, what would your expectations be for a man and what he should be holding down in the house? He should be picking up his drawers, first of all. Because I ain't picking up drawers out the floor. That's bullshit. Girl, I took them off for you. Pick them shits up. Shit, oh my God. You take shit but you know what? You can't find them. No. I don't think that, just because, it has been said that the woman's
responsibility as the household is that she has to pick up behind a slob. That's just not, yeah, I don't agree with it when it gets to that point. Okay. Yeah. Now, if he leaves his shoes in the floor and they should go in the bedroom and then the closet or something like that, yeah, I'll move them. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. But I'm not picking up drawers out the floor. I'm not doing that. When
Toni, what's on these drawers? There's something with you on these drawers.
I don't care what's on them. I just, no. If you step your lazy ass out of those drawers, you need to go put them in the hamper. Period.
So he can pull that thing out them drawers and put it in you, but you can't pick up the drawers and he had the thing in. You are something else, girl. You are something. Just remember, you didn't pick it up with your hands, but the thing that was in them drawers was put in you.
Serious?
I ain't messing with you. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave it alone.
No, but I'm serious. You should be picking up behind yourself. Okay. Now, when it comes to the cooking, I love to cook. So I like preparing all kinds of different dishes and trying new things. So yes, I would be the sole person of preparing meals. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Would I want him to cook?
Or would there be any expectations, like sometimes you can at least make me a couple biscuits or something, like anything like that?
I don't think it's an expectation. I think that it would be nice if he thought to do that. It wouldn't be an expectation.
Now watch this generation, because all women can't cook, there are some women that expect a man to come home and to provide most meals. I actually know a lot of couples where they'll say that the man actually cooks more than the actual woman in the relationship. So that's where it's also a little different now too.
Yeah. Yeah, because my son does most of the cooking between he and his girlfriend in his relationship. How you feel about that?
Put your ass on the spot, girl. How you feel about that? You ain't told her ass to get in that goddamn kitchen. Girl, your hands ain't broke. Get your ass in that kitchen. My son just worked today. I'll say it for you, Toni. You ain't even got to say it. Girl, if you're listening, my son don't want to come home having to cook every damn night. You get your ass home and cook that meal. Girl, I don't give a damn. Get your ass in there and prepare it. I said it for you, Toni. Don't worry about it. If he get mad at sis, he can only get mad at me.
Thank you.
I got you.
Thank you. But see, that's the generation. Yeah. That's the generation, and it's something that I do have a hard time with it. Yeah. I really do, because women today don't do the duties of a woman. And just because we go out here and work. Well, because you know what, a lot of women, no, I shouldn't say a lot because I don't want emails.
Look at you
being. There are some women. No, I'm being PC. Okay. There are some women who feel like if they are going out there and they're earning a living, that they don't have to do certain things. Okay.
Damn sure.
But see, I think that they're
girl, you ain't open. Get your ass in the kitchen.
I just think that there has been a breakdown, and there is this line that has been blurred as to understanding what the roles are, between a man and a woman. I can't make any excuses for that statement. That's just the way it is. Okay. And if people don't like it, they don't like it. Now, but I think that we've lost our way.
They barely offended by that. I'm going to need you to go a little bit harder on that. Because to be honest with you, I feel like women are kind of losing their identity because more men are starting to act like them. And and I mean that with a lot of disrespect. They're starting to act like and starting to do more of the roles that the woman should do. I remember we did a show not that long ago, and there was a man that was like, yeah, my woman works and, she's the breadwinner, and I don't mind staying home and cooking and, making sure the house clean. I swear I wanted to ask him what color them panties were. I needed to know
I have a problem with that.
Same here. I can't accept that. That's weird to me. And I'm not saying that because I know every situation is set up different. But I'm telling you, if you a man and you like, man, I can't wait to wash them clothes.
No, but you know what? But I'm seeing something even different in that. Okay. I'm saying something that goes a little further than that, because if the woman is out there, she's making the money, she is taking care of the responsibility of all the bills. She's putting the food in the house. She's taking care of your incidentals, your accidentals, and your won'tcidentals. Okay. And she's doing everything to make sure that there's some money going in that bank account each month. Right. And then you sit at home and she comes home to you in an apron and you done prepared all the meals. Then
damn apron on, Toni.
I can only, but look, but that's the way I picture it. That's the way I picture it. Okay. So the thing is that then how do you even fix your mouth to say, I'm the man of this house?
Exactly. Well, and that's the thing. When you ask that question, because and I bet you it is some men that'll say that. But my thing is, what can you show that you are the man of the house? Because one thing we know, especially with black women, I'll say it twice. When the woman is making more money than the man, most of the time respect go right out the window. She gonna talk more shit than the boys he hang out with.
Well, why wouldn't it? But why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it?
That's what she does. Because at the end of the day, that's what they set up together. So you the one that decided to be with him. So you can't be mad. Don't talk shit because you chose him. It's not like you didn't know his situation.
You know what? I could not. I can't. It's no way in the world that I'm going to drag my ass out of bed every morning, whether it's rain, sleet, snow, or shine, and go deal with the atrocities of this bullshit world at the workplace, come home to you and your lazy ass, because it don't take no time. Yes, it doesn't take a whole lot of time to put a dinner together. Okay.
No,
you can only sweep a floor once, per day. You can only run a vacuum cleaner once per day, unless you're in there running all crazy and shit. But who does that? It doesn't take 10 hours to maintain a house unless it's trashed.
Bottom line is, a man needs to be out in the world doing manly things, working, being amongst other men. See, that's the problem with a lot of men nowadays. They hang out with too many women and are around too many women. That's why they act like women. I say that a lot now because I need everybody to understand that the men that are around, that you normally are around on a day-to-day, act like females. It disgusts me. And I usually call them that, and I'm not afraid to do that because it's just too much emotions nowadays. I mean, they taking stuff personal. Like, it's like another man call him a name, and his feelings is hurt. Boy, if you don't say some shit back and shut the fuck up, like, that's all I'm saying. Like, we supposed to talk shit to each other. Not be like, well, because I'm telling you, if he say one more thing, I'm going to knock his ass out. Go sit your crybaby ass down somewhere. I'm telling you, these.
So let me ask you this, based on just that statement and just this little, area of conversation that we just had. So would you say that a woman should be expecting a man to at least hold his own by going out having a living, making a living for the household? Because I think that, and it's not so much as that you can't even call men and women, or men today, total providers, because the woman is also out there doing it too, because it takes two people to actually maintain a living and having a household, being able to care for a family. So you can't say that a man right now today is a total provider as we had been thinking of him as. Yeah. But what we can say is that he provides for the portion that he needs to maintain for the both of you.
Let me explain how this should work in the man's situation in a relationship. So he doesn't have to be the breadwinner, but at the end of the day, he needs to make a decent amount.
He has to win something. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. The goal And I mean, it's sad to say the goal is for him to make more money than the woman, because at the end of the day, that's what, that's that ego thing. That's what makes him feel like, he's the man and he's the one that's taking care of mostly everything. But my thing is this: bills should be taken care of. There are manly duties that you should be doing around the house, as far as like trash, fixing things, just cleaning up, like the tubs and toilets and all that kind of stuff. Like, I think there are a lot of dirty work jobs, like pulling the trash cans to the front of the house. Like, there are certain jobs like that I just expect for a man to be doing. As far as like, providing for the woman, like just within the relationship, his job is to make sure that, he takes her out from time to time. He courts her, because I always felt like, the man should be courting a woman, no matter how long you've been in a relationship. Now, women, that doesn't mean that at some point within that long-term relationship, your ass don't offer to pay something too, because then that's just nice. It makes him feel like you appreciate him as well. And I have to say that because some of y'all are dumb. You understand a relationship for years and you still ain't offered a dime. You ain't getting shit for Christmas. Anyway, but he should court her. And at the end of the day, and this is one of them ones, and see, I'm gonna go there because,
oh boy,
this is important, and I feel like a lot of men don't understand it. Selfish motherfuckers. Having sex with your woman. When you're having sex with your woman, pay attention to your woman. Not yourself. You know what makes you come. You know what makes you feel good. Actually watch her body and see what she likes. Guess what? If she comes before you, you win.
But you're doing your job.
Hey, a lot of men
don't.
But
see, okay, so I think that even in I'm hoping that there are. So we have a comment. I was about to say something.
You say something about sex.
So let's Kenny Jordan. I know. What's going on, Kenster? Kenny Jordan. He said, "Ha!" He said, "Chris is on it." I'm trying to get the damn comments up, but. But you know what? But today, like I said, I think that because we have allowed social media and mainstream radio or TV to dictate how we treat each other is the reason why you've got men who they don't pay attention to the woman.
Sure don't.
Whether it is emotionally, whether it is behind closed doors in the bedroom, whether it's financially, because a woman can tell her man, baby, we are drowning. We are drowning. We need you to do something here so we don't lose everything we have. And they go on about their day. They haven't heard shit.
Okay, let me tell you. I'm going to tell you something. You know what? You know why the men don't usually hear it? Because most of these women out here fucked up. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. I'm going to tell you what I mean by that, because there's going to be some people that's offended by that. But all y'all that watch them Atlanta Housewives and Basketball Wives and all that show is fucking these women up. And I'm going to tell you why it's fucking them up. I seen, it was a show that I saw, and I don't know if it was Basketball Wives or Housewives of Atlanta, but the man that fucked up, he did something dumb. And he wanted to make it up to her. So he went and bought her flowers, went and bought all type of stuff, right? And he surprised her, brought it to the house, had it sat there. And she looked at it and she was like, I mean, yeah, this is nice and everything, but it's like, he's going to have to do a lot better than this if he wants me to, be happy and to come back. I said, this woman just fucked up so many women by that dumbass statement she just made. This man, and he surprised her with it. She was actually caught off guard, but because she was on camera and she had to look good and make it seem like, oh, he needs to work, girl. Because all y'all stupid little girlfriends be saying shit like that. That's why most women be fucked up, because these shows is teaching you wrong shit. And this is real life, boo-boo. You get a man that buy you some flowers and you blow him off, you single tomorrow, boo-boo.
Because you know what? And it's like, and then when I look at some of the comments, now granted, there were a lot of comments in there that I could totally say I agreed with.
Yeah.
Okay. That I totally was on point with. They were on it. And I said, oh, okay, I got it, and I could understand why they would put them in the order that they would put them in, all of that. But then there were some, I was like, what the fuck? Serious? Because I had 2 posts going. I had one that had the video of me asking people to respond. Then there was the one I did previous of the video. And so I was getting comments on both ends. So I'm looking at all this and I'm like, what the fuck? Really?
What was like the one they talking about?
Well,
like, give me an outrageous.
And I don't want to.
Come on, you gotta get
because I don't want to put it. Okay, and I'm hoping that this was a joke. Okay, I'm really, really hoping that this was a joke. But one of them said, because I kind of laughed at it. It said the 3 expectations was work, a job, and work. And I'm like, damn, she trying to kill this Negro. He got to do 3. He got to do 3. What?
What race was she?
Do we have to do that?
What race was she?
Why we got to do that? I'm taking it. It was a joke.
Turn off the light. You gonna know what we talking. We ain't even gotta say it. We ain't even gotta say it. Was she that? Was she that?
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm just saying it was to me, I'm thinking, okay, she's kidding. But then it's like, because then I was looking at the order also, because to me, it's when you respond to something, it immediately tells me that that is the priority, because that's the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah.
Right? And so I would ask people in that order, because look, my own cousin, of all people, and the only comment and the only one that said dental work was important.
Hey, no, but there's some women that are serious about that. Like, girl, his teeth is fucked up. I can't fuck with him. You didn't see him teeth? Girl, I was afraid to kiss him. Nah.
Or they have too many teeth. I'm like, oh shit.
But to be honest with you, but be real though, like most women and most men don't really know what they want. It's just what come to mind at that particular moment. Because the craziest thing is, even when you said respect, that's something that's very big for me. But like, okay,
right.
I'll tell you one thing that I think is very important in every relationship is just a friendship, a companionship. Like, I think when you don't have a friendship in a relationship, it's not gonna work, because that got to be your partner, your road dog. Like that person has to be your everything. That's
exactly.
Fuck cooking, fuck all the rest. That gotta come.
Because you know what? Because what's big for me is I love to laugh. I mean, because I like see some stupid shit and I just crack up. So if I'm with somebody that's like real serious, and they looking at me like, damn, and I am just on the floor, I don't want to be with you. Because you know what? Because one day I really, truly, seriously think that Negro would have me locked up, thinking I was crazy.
No, he definitely would.
Serious.
Because you know anything come out, and you know the shit that come out your mouth. So a serious, quiet person can't handle you.
Exactly. Because I had one guy tell me, this is all you do. This is all you do. I'm just,
that's what
fuck you.
Hey, you should have got smart with him and said, yeah, but I'm a freak too. It matched my personality. And that's all I do too.
Oh my God. So that's one of my expectations. They do have to have a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
Because I deal with serious stuff all the time, all the time. And if I don't have an outlet, I will be locked up in somebody's asylum. I really would. So I have to have an outlet.
Yeah, releasing all of that.
Oh my gosh.
No,
Oh my gosh, time
but I
is.
will tell you though.
Uh,
I will tell you
uh,
though. With the way the generation has changed, it's kind of set up to where it's balanced. Like we have to be doing equal stuff. So she cook, you cook. She clean the dishes, you clean the dishes. Like it's almost one of those things where you gotta trade off, especially when you have kids. And because
uh,
that's the other thing right there. What are your expectations if you have a kid and you have a kid with someone else, but you're dating somebody? Like, what are your expectations for that man? Because see, a lot of men come in
big
situations like
question.
that now. You know what I mean?
Ooh, you know what? I never thought of that. Because, well, you know what? No, because see, my son is grown, so I wouldn't have thought about it. But if I was still raising him, I
Yeah,
think that would have come into play of tonight's discussion. But he's
yeah,
grown. But even back then, dating someone, I dated someone for a number of years, and
yeah,
he was around. He helped me with Cameron. He was a father. He was a father
yeah.
figure. Um, so he didn't discipline him physically,
Well, what did you
but
expect? Like, okay,
no,
so
I wouldn't want him. No, no, we couldn't do that
well,
because unless
outside
he had,
outside of disciplining, what did you expect from him while you were dating? What did you think as him being with you, he should be giving your son or doing with your son?
I didn't expect him to, I didn't expect him to be a father
Okay,
to my son
okay.
because he had a father. He wasn't
Mm-hmm.
worth a shit and he didn't do shit for him. But he had a father, and I never wanted to put that responsibility on someone that did not father this child.
Yeah.
It would not be fair. I would not expect any woman to do that. I would hope not.
Well, you got a lot of
But
doing
what
that.
yeah, no, it's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because the minute something goes wrong, then what?
On to
Right?
the meet mommy new friend.
Right, so no, but when Cameron was out of line, when he did things that, because he was there all the time, but, he would make sure that, he helped with his homework. And if I was running late, getting off work, he'd pick him up from daycare for me. He'd do all
Mm-hmm.
of those kind of things. But as far as like discipline, he would tell him, okay, you're on timeout. Or, he would promise him that they were
White
going
shit.
somewhere. Huh?
I almost said white people shit, then I said it anyways. Time fucking time out. Y'all
That's
actually
the way I
did?
raised
I
him.
thought you said you was from I thought you said you was from the other generation. What the fuck is
I
time
am.
out?
Dog, now wait a minute. Now trust me. You gotta trust and believe. I got in that ass. There was a couple of times I picked him up by his collar and threw him up against the wall. I got in that ass.
So what you're saying is that the inner black in you was oozing out of you at times and you couldn't control yourself.
Absolutely.
That time out shit don't work. I don't know what that I'm never
But
gonna
that
try.
was his way.
Yeah.
But see, I think the difference of, say, if I were trying to do that,
Mm-hmm.
that shit wouldn't work with my son. With me telling him that, he'd be all over the place. Okay. But when he heard it from a man,
Yeah.
it was something different.
Mm-hmm.
It was something totally, totally different. And he respected that.
Yeah.
He respected that. And that's as far as we went, as far as the discipline from someone that I was with and not married to, that was not his father.
Well, let me
But
ask you a question.
today,
Yeah, because that's where I was gonna go with today. So the women of today, because see, the problem is, and see, not to make it seem like you that old or anything, but it's like back then, it wasn't as common for a woman to be pregnant by a certain age as it is now. Like nowadays, if a woman is shit, damn, like 23, 24, she more than likely probably already has a kid. Or I would even say, let's just say 25. You're gonna run into a high percentage of women that have already had kids. So my thing is, for that woman that's 25 and dating, what should her approach be, or what should she be expecting from a man that she's dating at that age? Because that's young.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what? I still have to maintain with, I don't care what era it is. The first and foremost thing I think that the expectations of any woman should be from a man is absolute respect. Mm-hmm. That is the first and foremost. But it takes the woman to understand what respect is.
Yeah.
See, a lot of young women today don't even know what respect is.
Oh, no.
Girl, he whipped my ass this afternoon. Hell yeah, threw bricks at me. He loves me. He respects me. You know?
She talking about, girl, he yelled at me and said, girl, if you don't get your ass over here. I was like, shit, okay, baby.
Okay, baby. Okay.
I thought he was going to beat my ass, but I was like, shit, okay.
Yeah, but see, there, like you said, there is a generational difference. There's a huge generational difference, and a lot of that comes to play by the things that are sitting on that idiot box that we watch, or what we see in social media, So young women today really don't understand the basis of what respect is. Mm-hmm. And that is where a lot of things are going wrong with the younger generation today. And it's sad. It's really, really sad, but the expectation, I think, for young women should be first and foremost respect. And if you don't understand what it is, look it up. Try and get with, an older woman that can teach you something, and mentor you. Because it's okay.
The mamas on Instagram now? It be the mamas that be on Instagram now. Hey, God, I'm glad that they didn't have none of this shit when I was in high school. Because let me have found one of my homeboys' mamas on Instagram. I'd have been like, nigga, your mama had lingerie on last night. She a freak. You nigga, I'm a screenshot. Hey, I'll see your mama tonight.
You're a mess. You're a mess.
I'm just saying, well, let me. Older women are even doing this now.
Well, because I can't put our comments up, for some reason, it's just not working tonight. I can see our cousin Yvonne is in. She's in the chat room because she's actually under Hot Topics Talk Radio. She used to be our producer. Okay. So she's under Hot Topics Talk Radio. But when I said young women that, say, oh, yeah, he whipped my ass today. She said, oh, yeah, that's love. So,
hey, love where you going with, girl. You a freak just the way you speak. Right. You said that's love. You damn right it is.
Oh, my God. But before we move on, I think we've got about 10 minutes left in the show. Let me stop to recognize our sponsors. Shades of Africa in 2 locations in the city of Long Beach and in the city of Corona. If you stop on into their stores, stop it, Yvonne. If you stop into their stores and mention the Hot Topics Talk Radio Network or Hot Topics Talk Radio or any of the shows under the network, you'll receive 15% off your purchase. Also sponsored by the beautiful and lovely Miss Gina Smith of SPMG Media, who happens to also be our publicist. And also sponsored by Urban Sentinel, Mr. Reggie Kearney, our very own host of Real World News TV. He is the editor-in-chief of Urban Sentinel. For more information regarding our sponsors, head on over to our website at hottopictalkradio.com/sponsors. There you can find out more information about our hosts on all of the shows, as well as check out some of the resources that we have there for you in case you're going through some things. We've got all kind of resources there. So, again, hottopictalkradio.com. All right. So we've got 10 minutes left. Let me go back. I want to try and recognize some folks. So Yvonne is chatting away. Mr. Kenny Jordan. I know Mr. Kenny Jordan. I went to school with Kenny. Okay. And we grew up together. Devette Mills. Gosh, I haven't seen her in here at all. So welcome, and hope you're enjoying the show. Also, Mr. Eugene Shoby. He's given us a lot of laughs in the chat area as well. But to everybody, and also Miss Emerald, thank you so much for continuing to support the network. But for everybody, we do say thank you. So I just couldn't put your comments up tonight. I got some ghetto shit going on.
Hey, you know what it is, right? Guy said, I can't allow this boy to act up tonight. I'm going to have to take this shit down. I mean, he didn't say the SHI. I said it. He just said, I'm going to take it down.
He didn't say that.
Y'all be watching out for him.
He has to. Look at you.
I'm telling you. The shit that come across my mind that I shouldn't say, but I have to because that's what everybody expects me to do.
Oh my God. Because you know what? I don't think they know, Chris, is that after our shows and even sometimes before and on the weekends, sometimes we get on camera together on our chats. And I'm telling you, you guys, they have me in tears. He and Richard Hall have me in tears. They are the biggest nuts that you'll ever find. And I say that with love. I say it with love.
See, this is the thing. Throughout the week, I don't take my I have to take my medication throughout the week so I can function at work. When I get home, I don't take the medication, I take alcohol. Two different things to put me where I need to be in this world. So this is how we function at night. And on the weekends, a whole lot of alcohol with that too. But, we don't got to go through all of that right now. But just know that there's a lot of drinking and a lot of fun happening. So you got to join us.
So where's the balance?
The balance? Shit, I don't know. Ain't no balance. Just drink.
Oh my God.
Look, that cup's somewhere around there. I don't see it right now, but it's somewhere in there right now.
I don't even know what to do with you anymore. I don't.
You just came from work. That's why you acting. And we're passing on me.
So I'm going to ask you this question, right?
Okay.
The same question you asked me, but you asked me what I say to a young woman. Okay. Someone in your era, in your age bracket, or even younger, what would you tell a young man today as far as what his expectations are in a relationship or should be in a relationship?
Don't date a woman that watch Love and Hip Hop, Basketball Wives, any of that bullshit that promote women that are bosses that don't have no money or no jobs or no careers. If they tell you they watch any of that, just go on and move on. It ain't even worth it. You're wasting your time. I would say expectation-wise, and I tell a lot of people this, like on a serious note, like I tell a lot of people this. When you first meet somebody, ask them about their relationship with their parents. Because
parents?
Yeah, and the reason why I say that is because normally you can see how fucked up a person is by what responses they give you. So if they tell you, yeah, my dad was never in my life, strike one. My mama didn't love me, strike, I'm just saying, you got to pay attention to those signs. You got to know what you're dealing with. So I would say the expectations, depending on how you were raised, you should want it to mirror kind of like how you were raised. So if you were raised by a family, ask her about her family life. How was she raised? So that way you can kind of get a better idea for what her expectations are. Y'all should be in the same boat if she tells you some of the same things you went through. Don't get a woman that.
Well, let me stop you there. There might. Wait, but shut up. I can't stand you.
I'm about to fuck it up right now. I'm about to really tear this shit up. I'm about to say, don't get a woman that talks too much. You want to be the man in your house. You don't need a woman standing up to you telling you what to do at the same time. But you better handle your business first, too. If you ain't handling your business, then she going to step up and tell you what to do. So get your shit. Just say it. Go ahead, Toni. I was like, the Lord.
I can't stand you. I can't stand you. Just when I was going to say something, oh, now she talked too much? Okay. What is that? Oh, my God. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh my God. Oh, I know what I was gonna say, because when you said you should know what you're dealing with by way of, how she was raised, and that kind of thing, whatever. That's why I'm so fucked up when it comes to dating. You know why?
Why?
Because my mom and dad gave me everything. I had everything. I'm serious. I think I had like 3 cars by the time I was 18.
Oh, yeah, you had it good.
So that's what I'm saying. So I'm fucked up.
Yeah, you fucked up. Because any man, you looking for a car from every person. Girl, he ain't your daddy, and that goes to y'all women too. They not your daddy. Well, they your daddies in certain situations, but not all day long.
But see, the thing is that even though I know I was raised a certain way, and I did, I was very, very fortunate, and I recognize that, and I feel blessed by that.
Yeah.
I don't have the same expectations that someone else could do the same that my dad has done.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So that sometimes I don't think really works.
Well, and you're right, because like I said, and when you said that, it took me back to the.
Shut up, Yvonne. She calling me spoiled. Shut up.
No, she is. She's talking about. I mean, shit. I had it all. I had 3 cars by the age of 18. And see, these girls is talking about. I'm balling. I go to the clubs. I buy my own bottles, fellas. This is what you got to understand. You are in a generation now. Well, women are trying to boss up on you. They are telling you they have more money than you. They don't need you. They can take care of themselves. And that's why a lot of them women going to stay single. Amen.
True. True.
And I don't mean to be
Stop
cold.
It, Yvonne.
I don't mean to be cold. But it's just like at the end of the day, like, and I guess this is, I'm going to be real. I'm going to really be serious right now. This ain't the generation to talk shit to a man. Or talk shit to a woman, because guess what? Everybody think they don't need each other. So it's like in
that's true.
You gotta kind of like, if you really want to be with somebody, not to say you gotta lower your standards, but you gotta bite your tongue a little bit. And that goes both ways, not just for women, but for men as well, because you're not gonna get what you're looking for if you continue to just want to do it your way. So you gotta chill, you gotta relax. Like I said, bite that tongue every now and then. You ain't got to say everything that come out of your mouth. That's social media making you think you got to do that. Don't post every picture.
Yeah.
I always tell people, because people will say, you don't post pictures of your wife or, a lot of pictures of your family, because that ain't none of your fucking business. Some of that shit is precious.
Wow.
I don't feel like I should share my shit with anybody else. So understand this. Save some of your personal shit for just you. Don't give the world that. Everybody don't need that.
Yeah. Exactly. I agree. And for Kenny Jordan, who said 3 cars by I'm 18, I was spoiled. I didn't ask for the cars. My dad just didn't want me walking. I wasn't spoiled. He just didn't want me walking.
He got you them 3 cars because he wanted to make sure you didn't run across a man like me. Because, girl, I'd have picked your ass up. Good job, Dad. Kept her ass safe. Let all fathers be that smart.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Well, we are 2 minutes from closing it down. I'm really hoping that you guys enjoyed tonight, because I've been sitting here with Chris Smith from Man to Man Radio, sitting in for Roland D. And we do send our prayers and our heartfelt good thoughts out to Roland D and his family. He's got some things going on, and just know that pray for him. Just pray for him. I'm just going to say, pray for him, do an open prayer, and just ask the Lord to cover his family. But I tell you, I've had a good time. I really have. I have.
We still didn't get because I wanted to, but we'll say that for another time.
Oh boy.
I gave y'all a little bit. I gave y'all a little bit tonight, fellas. Make sure you remember that. Let her come first. Then you go. But if you're a real man, give it to her 3 times. Then go. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let me say hello to Miss Angela Jones Mack. She has just joined us. Hi, Precious. How are you? Hope everything is okay. But I want to say thanks again to everybody who has shared their time with us and sat in and watched tonight's show and commented. We greatly do appreciate you. Yes, we really do, because we have such a good time, and we like to be able to share this good time with you. So remember, for more information regarding the sponsors that help us to bring these shows to you each week, head on over to our website at hottopicstalkradio.com/sponsors. And again, I thank you so much. Make sure that you come on back tomorrow night. Chris Smith, who
bring your ass back.
Right there.
Yeah,
oh God.
That's right. Tell you like I tell everybody, look, because you know I gotta say it. I tell you like I tell everybody when we're doing our show man to man. If you're not watching now, just make sure you start tomorrow. And if you don't, when we get big and you're sending these messages, I'm not gonna see it. I'm gonna be like, you should have got your ass on here when we had low ratings and we was looking for fans. All the people talking about, well, I'm gonna listen next week, and your ass is still ain't listening. Fuck you, liar. But anyway, I didn't mean to say it like that, but just tune in. Don't be a good show. We're gonna talk shit, but we're gonna have fun at the same time. So make sure you tune in.
Oh my God. So this is what you have to look forward to, man to man, tomorrow night at 7:00 p.m. Pacific, 9:00 Central, and 10:00 on the East Coast with, I don't want to say my favorite, because you know Richard would get jealous, right?
No. Say your favorite, girl. Come on. Jesus' favorite. God made you. Yeah. Come on now. Can't say no to God. Tell God thank you.
Anyway. Oh my God.
No, but seriously, look, I ain't shit. I know that.
I'm over here sweating and carrying on.
Tomorrow, tonight, and tomorrow.
Oh my God.
I want all the Instagram.
Oh my gosh.
All the Instagram young ladies.
Serious?
All the, what is it, basketball wise. I talk so much shit about them shows, and we watch it every week.
I watch it too. I watch them too.
But just don't follow it. That's all I'm saying. Just don't.
I don't do what them hoes do.
It's a script.
I don't do what those hoes do.
Oh, she called them hoes too.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Angela said, "Oh my, he's funny." Talking about you, Angela. You know what? Funny. It doesn't even describe this one. It really doesn't. He is bad.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Bad.
I get off the shows every night, and I pray to God, because I don't want to die tonight, because he might somewhere after some of the stuff that I said. So I talk to him a lot, because I just want to make sure he understands. This is all
you need to.
I love
you. You need to. You do. You need Jesus in your life, big time.
I got him in my life. I go to church sometimes. I read my Bible too. I'm going to do better. I said 2018, I'm going to do better.
Wait a minute. Wait. What was that serious face just a second ago? That was like too serious. And then it just turned into, I can't believe you.
I think I reflected on life a little bit, and then I really thought, I got to get my shit on my camera. Why you got to call me out on it, though? Shit, I had a moment.
Oh my God.
On camera, it'd be one of these times I'll be rubbing my nose. I'll be like, oh shit, people watching me and shit. I'm telling you, it just be, but like I said, make sure you come back tomorrow. Make sure you watch us every week. Make sure you support Toni, Roland D. I mean, come on, we doing this every week. We having fun with y'all. This is all about y'all. If y'all not participating, you can go to hell. But tell your other friends to come.
We gonna get out of here now. Oh my God, we're out. We are out now. Did you just tell the viewers to go to hell?
No, I
You
didn't tell
can't tell people that.
No, they was responding. They've been nice all night. I said if they don't watch, and they could go to hell. Them people, not the ones that watch. We love them. We want them. God made them. Amen. Swear to God, shut people down with that. They start talking. You say what you got to say, and then you give them that serious face. Amen. End it like that. People don't even know how to respond. Be like, you know what? Shut your ass up. Amen. Swear to God, people don't know how to. They don't know how to respond to that.
Oh my God.
Go to work tomorrow. Go to work tomorrow.
Oh my God.
You know what?
And you know what? I'm gonna get on your boy. He just sent a message talking about he's just now seeing the message that I needed somebody to sit in with me tonight. Richard,
okay.
Ricky,
we got this player. We shows all wrapped up. It's warm.
I know. Give him that, that look.
It ain't like this. It's like this. We got it.
I'm done with you. I'm done with you right now. I'm done.
Get this over with before I say something dumb. I'm just saying.
Okay, y'all, we're going to shut it down because, see, Chris is going to start to unravel. And that's normally what happens when it gets late. What?
You said start? You just thought I thought the viewers
it gets worse.
This shit is falling apart.
No. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's it. So come on back and watch Man to Man TV tomorrow night with this handsome guy right here, Mr. Chris Smith, and also Richard Hall. And the show begins tomorrow. Oh my God. The show, amen. So the show begins at 7:00 p.m. Pacific, 9:00 Central, and 10:00 on the East Coast. For more information, just head on over to the website on all of the shows. And don't be afraid to share our broadcasts with your friends, okay, on your friends list. So we will see you back here tomorrow. I'm going to be sitting behind the controls, and I'm going to let them do their thing. All right? So we will see you guys tomorrow night.
Good night, beautiful.
All right? Good night.
Love you, boo.
I love you too, boo boo.
Great boo boo.
You know I'm trying to shut this ghetto shit down, right?
Turn the fuck off there. We still. Flip the motherfucking switch and get the shit
okay.
Do it. Spread it.